This lesson will be over slope. Slope has two formulas. If you're looking at a graph, it's going to be rise over run. And if you're looking at 2 points, so two ordered pairs on a graph, it's going to be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Either one of these will work. You don't have to do both, just one. Okay, so we're going to first look at finding slope using rise over run. So if we have two ordered pairs, we're going to graph them on the graph. Remember, it always goes x, y in an ordered pair. X goes across, y goes up and down. So x is 2, so we're going to go over 2 and then up 4. So there's our point. And then the second point is over 3, up 6. Then we're going to draw a line to complete our line here. And we're going to find the slope. So doing rise over run, we're going to see how much it goes up and how much it goes over from one point to the next. So this one goes up 2, right here, up from 4 to 5 to 6. So my rise would be 2. My run would be 1. It goes over 1. So the slope of this line would be 2 over 1. It's important to remember that when you're going up on rising, it's a positive number, but if you start moving downward, it becomes a negative number. Moving to the right would be a positive number, moving to the left would be a negative number. That's important to remember. So we're going to graph these 2 points, over 1, up 2, and then negative 4, so that means we're going to go to the left 4, and then up 3. We're going to connect those 2 points to make a line. Not the best line, but it'll work. And now we're going to do rise over run. So I'm going to start, you can start with either point. I'm going to start with the point that's most to the left. This point goes down 1. So down 1 would be negative 1 on the rise. Then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over 5. And we move to the right, and right is positive. So right is positive, down is negative. So that makes my whole slope negative, and it would be negative 1/5. We can also use the slope formula to find slope if we don't want to graph points. So the formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So each of these ordered pairs goes x, comma, y. You get to choose which one is x1, which one is y1, which one is x2, and so on. So I'm just going to make this x1 and y1. And so that makes this x2 and y2. Those can be switched around as long as within the ordered pair they're both 1s or they're both 2s. So I'm just going to follow my formula, starting with y2. y2 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus y1, which is negative 2. Then I'm going to do x2. So x2 is negative 2 minus x1. x1 is negative 6. So now I just need to solve. Minus a negative becomes a positive. So negative 1 plus 2 is positive 1. And then, again, minus a negative becomes a positive. Negative 2 plus 6 is 4. So the slope of this line would be 1/4. Okay, so again, I'm going to use the formula to find the slope. y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So these are both my x's here. And I'm going to make this x1 and this one x2. Here's my y's, y1, y2. So now I'm just going to follow the formula. y2, which is 6, minus y1, which is 3, over x2, which is 5 minus x1, which is 4. So 6 minus 3 is 3. 5 minus 4 is 1. So the slope of my line would be 3 over 1, or simply 3. Use either method to do these practice problems to find the slope. You can either use graph paper and graph them, you can draw out a graph, or you can use the slope formula. Find the slope of these 3 lines.